Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the 2025 NBA playoff, the day 16, where today we're playing only two games, where we have one game for each conference. Where in the Eastern Conference, field in the Western Conference, it was played the last game in the first round. Within the game seven, the Golden State Warriors visited the Houston Rockets, defeated them 100 to 89. With this victory, the Warriors won the series 7-3, and they advanced to the semifinal round. Where in the semifinal round, they will face the Minnesota Timberwolves. And in the Eastern Conference, started the semifinal round, where in the game one, the Indiana Pacers visited the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Pacers did surprise because they defeated the Cavs 121 to 112. And with this victory, the Pacers took a 1-0 lead in the series. So let's talk about a little about each game. Let's start first with the Western Conference, because this was the last game in the first round. Well, was the second game seven in this round, because remember that yesterday it was played the another game seven, where the Nuggets defeated the Clippers, and the Nuggets won the series 4-3, and they advanced to the semifinal round, where they will face the Oklahoma City Thunder. So today was the second game seven, the last game in the first round, where in the game seven the Houston Rockets received the Golden State Warriors. So remember that before this game, this was a win or go home game, where the winner will advance to the semi-final round, and the loser team will be eliminated. So in this game, remember that the series was tied 3-3, where the Warriors were leading 3-1 the series after the game 5. But there the Rockets won the back-to-back games, the game 6 and 7, and everything was defined. It was gonna to be defined in this game. So I told in my opinion that the Warriors had lost the opportunity to win this game, because they led that the series was tight, and I thought that the Rockets had the momentum, because they recovered for a 1-3. 3-1 down in the series, and they were playing the last game in home. But I was very wrong, because the big difference was that the Warriors experienced to play in the game seven, an important game. Remember, the Warriors, this team, have won 4 NBA finals, and the Rockets, maybe his problem was that the lack of experience playing in the playoffs and this kind of game. So I thought that, to be honest, like the gist of the game between the Nuggets Clippers series, I thought that this game was gonna to be very close, and I thought that the game was gonna to be defined in the last minute of the game, if not in the last play. But to be honest, the Warriors took advantage of the game very early, and it was impossible for the Rockets to reach them. And in the end, the Warriors won this game easily, because in the halftime, the Warriors were leading 51 by 39, by 13-point difference. I thought that in the halftime the Rockets were gonna to make some adjustment, and they were gonna to tie the game, or minimum to win in the second half. They play a very they improve a lot in the third quarter, where they reduce the game to a 5-point difference. But in the end of the third quarter, the Golden State Warriors were leading 17 to 62 in the end of the third quarter, by 8-point difference. But of course, the game was there, because the difference was less than 8-point difference. So I thought that in the fourth quarter, the Rockets were going to reduce more the game, and and this game was going to be defined in the last minutes of the game, if not in the last play. But not. The Warriors recovered. They made some adjustment in the beginning of the quarter, and they increased the lead to a more the 10-point difference. It was impossible for the Rockets to reach them, and in the end, the Warriors won the game 102 to 89. And with this victory, they won the series and qualified to the next round. About the best player in the winner team, the best player was Buddy Hield with 33 points. The second best scorer was Steve Curry with a double-double with 22 points and 10 rebounds. Yes, and the third best was Jimmy Butler with 20 points. To be honest, I didn't care anymore the basketball, because my favorite team, the Los Angeles Lakers, was eliminated. And to be honest, I don't like a lot the Warriors, but I think, in my opinion, that the best was that the Warriors had advantage to the semifinal run because they are a very popular team, and the series against the Timberwolves will be amazing. So the Warriors qualified to the semifinal run where they will face the Minnesota Timberwolves, and this will be a tremendous series. And I'm gonna to comment a little more the tomorrow. But I think that this will be a tremendous series. But in my opinion, the Timberwolves are the favorite team. I think that this will be a long series, but I think that the Timberwolves are going to win that game in six game, and the Timberwolves are going to advance to the final run, to the final championship, to the championship series. But let's see. And in the second game and the first day of the game, in the Eastern Conference, started the semifinal round, where in the game one, the Cleveland Cavaliers received the Indiana Pacers. Remember that the Cleveland Cavaliers had won defeated the Miami Heat the last Monday, or the last Monday, no, yeah, the last Monday. So they have 6 games of rest, and the Pacers defeated the Bucks the last Wednesday, the last Tuesday, and they have five days of rest. So I thought, in my opinion, that the Cleveland Cavaliers were the favorite, and they were gonna to win this game maybe in sweep or in 5 games. And I thought that they were gonna to win the game one. But to be honest, I was very wrong because the Pacers played a tremendous game where they took the lead of the game since the beginning. They handled and they won this game. I think that this was a surprise because I didn't expect this great performance from the Pacers. But I think that in this game, in this game one, I think that the Pacers, the big difference here was the experience, because remember that the last year the Pacers achieved the championship series, and the Cavs were eliminated in the first round, I think. So, I told you, the Pacers played a tremendous game because they were leading in the first quarter. In the first quarter by 11-point difference. Later the Cavs improved the basketball and they reduced the game. And in the halftime, the Pacers were leading 64 to 58. And in the second half, the Cavs improved a lot because they played a tremendous third quarter. Where in the third quarter, in the third quarter, the Pacers were only leading by 2 point difference, 92 by 90. And in that moment, I thought that the Cavs were going to take the lead of the game. They're going to handle and they're going to win the game, but it didn't happen because the Pacers again took the lead of the game. They handled that. They increased the lead because the game was very close in the first 3-4 minutes of the last quarter. But after that, in the last 3 minutes of the quarter of the game, the Pacers took the lead for more than 5-point difference. It was impossible for the Cavs to reduce that gap, and in the end, the Pacers did surprise and defeated the Cavs 121 to 112. And with this victory, the Pacers won the first game. This is a surprise. About the best player in the winner team, the best player was Andrew Newhart with 23 points. The second best scorer was Tyrese Halliburton with a double-double with 23 points and 13 assists. And the third best scorer was Pascal Siakam and Aaron Nesmith with 70 points. I think that this is amazing that the Pacers had won the first game, because now the series is going to be tremendous, because now this will force to the Cavs to improve his basketball level to try to win the second game, because now the Pacers stole the home advantage, and now this is a must to win for the Cavs the game 2. So what's next? Tomorrow we'll start another 2 series in the semifinal run, where tomorrow we'll have 2 games. In the first game, in the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics will receive the New York Knicks, Boston, Massachusetts, in the TD Garden at 19 o'clock Eastern Time. Remember that the Celtics defeated the Orlando Magic in 5 games. In 5 games, and the Knicks defeated the Detroit Pistons in 6 games. I think that this will be a tremendous series, but in the end, I can bet against the reigning champion team, the Celtics, because they have experience playing and winning this kind of series. I think that this is a must to win for the Knicks, to show that they can compete and defeat the top teams, but I see very difficult because I see better the Celtics. So I think that the Celtics are going to win this series in 6 games, and they're going to advance to the championships, to the conference finals. And in the second game, in the Western Conference, in the game 1, the Oklahoma City Thunder will receive the Denver Nuggets and Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and 21:30 Eastern Time. Remember that the Thunder sweep sweep the series against the Grizzlies, and they're going to have more than 9 days or 10 days of rest before this game. Let's see if this is not going to affect his performance tomorrow. And the Nuggets they defeated yesterday the Clippers in 7 games, and they advanced to the semi-final conference. So this will be a tremendous series. But to be honest, I think that the Thunders are the best team in this moment in the NBA. But how I told you, they defeated, or they won the series the last Saturday, the Saturday of the last week. So before this game, they are going to have 9 days that they haven't played any basketball game. So maybe this could be difficult. And the Nuggets defeated yesterday the Clippers. So I think that this will be a tremendous series. But in the end, I think that the Thunders are a better team, and the Thunder are going to win this series in 5 games, and they're going to advance to the final, to the conference final. So in this video, talk about what happened today, where in the Western Conference, in the first round game, in the game 7, the Warriors defeated the Houston Rockets, and for 102-89, the Warriors won that series, and they advanced to the semi-final conference, where they will receive the will play against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And in the Eastern Conference, after the conference semi-final, where in the game 1, the Pacers traveled to Cavaliers to Cleveland, and did a surprise and defeated the Cavs 121-112 to took the lead of the series 1-0. And tomorrow we'll start another 2 rounds in the semi-final round, where in the Eastern Conference we'll start the Celtics against Knicks series, where I think that the Celtics are going to win this series in 6 games. And we'll start in the Western Conference the Thunder against the Nuggets series, where I think the Thunder are going to win this series in 5 games, and they will advance to the final conference. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion, you can write me in my social media platform. So see you next video. Gibran.